Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the broadcast. Well, I hope you guys this week is going good in light of everything that is going on with Israel. My heart and prayers are still with everybody over there. But that said, there's something going on right here in the United States of America that you need to be aware of. And that is the fact that Congress is now putting out warnings stating that Biden's border policies could very well put us in the same situation as Israel. In other words, we could have terrorist cells or sleeper cells right here in the United States just waiting to rear their ugly head for fill in the blank reason. We already know that a lot of these terrorists hate the United States of America. Then we also know that the FBI has turned a blind eye, if you will, to these radical terrorists while they focus on election deniers and Trump supporters and January 6ers and conservatives. This is a useless organization, and I'm still sick to my stomach about what's going on in the DOJ and Biden's FBI. Meanwhile, we are literally facing a real terrorist threat breaking out in the United States of America. Not only that, but I'm going to show you a rather chilling warning from Laura Loomer. Regardless if you like her or not, I think she's a decent person. I like what she has to say, but she is stating that she has sources out there saying that there could very well be terrorist attacks in the United States in the future. Now, I can't verify that. I have no sources saying that, but I'll throw it out there and kind of let you decide on that. But got a lot to share with you. But before I do, you have to check out a quick break from my sponsor. Do you want to take control of your financial future, but you just don't know where to start? Well, Noble Gold Investments understands. Now, investing in precious metals may sound confusing, but Noble Gold Investments knows exactly how to make that easy. In fact, here are some of what their former clients are stating. Quote, "The staff answered all my questions and helped me every step of the way. No pressure sales tactics, just honest guidance. Securing my future is less stressful thanks to Noble Gold expertise." So don't settle for financial uncertainty. In fact, Noble Gold Investments can suggest options for you and your family to see if you specifically can diversify your profile with gold and silver. The great news is right now, Noble Gold Investments is giving away this America the Beautiful 5-ounce bullion coin with qualified accounts. So again, don't settle for uncertainty. Check it out today by going to lisahavengold.com. That's lisahavengold.com. Fill out this information, and they're going to send you this gold and silver investment guide for free, or give them a call, 1-877-646-5347. And better yet, if you want to check out their YouTube channel, they also have that as well. It's Noble Gold Investments YouTube channel. Now, this channel is going to be your roadmap to financial mastery. And why watch it? Well, it's going to turn your financial fog into a clear path forward. It is going to unconfuse those financial questions that you have. It's going to make everything simple and profitable. And here you don't just get the news, you get a financial game plan. Your time, your money, all of that is really well spent. And it really shields your future in uncertain times. And it also teaches you how to protect your assets and sleeps and helps you sleep better at night. I personally have subscribed to the channel. I encourage you to please do so, and I watch a lot of their videos. But if you want to talk to someone live about investments, call 1-877-646-5347 or go to lisahavengold.com and fill out that information. They are non-hassle, by the way. But if you want more information, click that more button or click in the description box below. All right, back to the broadcast. With that, you guys really have to check out Noble Gold. It is one of the best companies that I have ever been with, so give them a call. But with that, let's dive into what on earth could be breaking out in the United States of America. And let me just add this disclaimer. When we have an open border, the way that Joe Biden is allowing it, he's literally refusing to build the border wall, wink and a nod, until recently, right? But anyway, he has refused ever since he's gotten into office. He has been selling off parts of our border wall. He's been taking states to court who just so much as dare to try to protect their state from this massive illegal immigration. But the truth of the matter is there are terrorists getting in at the border. There's criminals getting in at the border, and it's not properly being vetted. In fact, I believe anywhere between 1.5 to 1.7, the Biden administration has no idea who or what they are, or what they're doing, or where they are. So this is chilling to the very core. But now, in light of everything that is happening in Israel, there's this refreshed fear for us here in the United States of America, so much so that Congress is warning of the real possibility of similar attacks happening here in the United States. Here's an article from Breitbart News. Today, it's Israel. Tomorrow, it's the U.S. After Israel attack, GOP warns of terror in U.S. due to Joe Biden's asinine open border policies. Now, here's just some of our congressional leaders, and I'm going to read through these. Here's Tony Gonzalez. He's out of Texas, District 23. Securing the border is a matter of national security to protect all Americans. This year alone, bad actors on the terrorist watch list have illegally entered the U.S. from Iran, Syria, Yemen, Egypt, Lebanon, etc. Today, it's Israel. Tomorrow, it is us. Here is also Representative Mike Waltz here, and he says there's a history of Iran's IRGC working with the Mexican drug cartels to infiltrate our open border. They could be doing it again right now as we speak. Here's Representative Anna Paulina Luna. Is it a possibility that terrorist sleeper cells have already infiltrated our country through our unsecured southern border? FBI, do your job and focus on investigating instead of harassing voters ahead of 2024. Freaking men. Here is Nicole, and she says, as we watch these horrific acts of terrorism in Israel, remember that 250 plus terrorists were caught at our own border, and 1.7 million, that's a massive number, unvetted individuals have sunk into the U.S. Who are they? Where are they? And what are their intentions? POTUS's asinine policies have made us all vulnerable. Then we have Representative Andy Biggs. How many Hamas sleeper cells have crossed our southern border under the Biden administration's policies? We are not prepared. Then here is Corey Mills. Thanks to Biden's open border, there's been hundreds cross into the U.S. that we know were on the terrorist watch list. Millions of military-age males have poured across our borders, not refugees with women and children, and not just from Central and South America. We must immediately shut down our borders. Here we have Jim Banks. How many Hezbollah and Hamas sympathizers have illegally crossed our border in the last 3 years? Then we have Representative Mary Miller. Joe Biden called a lit at noon. Where is Kamala Harris? She disappeared just like she did during Afghanistan. Americans have died and are being held hostage as border czar Kamala Harris is allowing Hamas terrorist cells to cross our open southern border. Will the press even ask the questions? Then we have Senator Mike Braun. This year, we've stopped 160 people on the terrorist watch list crossing our southern border. How many did we miss? Our open southern border is a huge national security threat. And then Marjorie Green, since the Biden administration's open border policies has allowed our country to be invaded by millions of unknown people from over 160 countries, including terrorists, will the Biden FBI keep targeting J6 protesters, or will they question any of the pro-Hamas protesters and their connections since they were out using their free speech against Israel today, or is a stolen election crowd more of a real threat? So there's just a handful of our GOP and congressional leaders who are warning, saying, hey, our borders open. Yesterday, it was Israel. Today, it could be the United States of America. What's going on? Are there still active sleeper cells, or are there terrorists? Is there a terrorist threat in the United States of America? And quite frankly, we don't really know, because the FBI has been focusing on domestic extremists, specifically Trump supporters, white supremacists, which they claim is the biggest threat to the United States of America. I'm so sick of this organization. And here's what Donald Trump had to say. And here's what he said on his Truth Social. The same people that raided Israel are pouring into our once beautiful USA through our totally open southern border at record numbers. Are they planning an attack within our country? Question mark. Crooked Joe Biden and his boss Barack Hussein Obama did this to us. And here is what Ron DeSantis is saying as well. Do you think our enemies, knowing that we have an open border, are not taking advantage of that? There's going to be a terrorist attack in this country that we're going to be able to trace back to the southern border. That is two of our incoming potential presidential candidates, and Governor Ron DeSantis there. And it's a real question, and it's a legitimate threat. And here's a true fact. I want to show this statistic out there to you guys, because I think it's important. And this is shared by Mel Melgan. And he's the national correspondent for Fox News based in LA, right? He says in he lists every year how many terrorists that have been arrested on the terrorist watch list by Border Patrol, right? In 2017, 260 and 19 during Trump's presidency. As you can see, it was very low. Then the second Joe Biden gets in, 1598 and 151 so far. That means as of, I believe that number is as of July, right? 151 as of July, which means it's already nearly doubled that of 2022 because Joe Biden is leaving everything freaking open and doing it on purpose. And then there's also this. There have been over 1.5 known gotaways since the start of 2020, enough to fill 16 Rose Bowls. In other words, we got a whole lot of people that we have no idea they got away. We don't know who they are. We don't know if they're terrorists. They didn't get vetted. They didn't get checked. And they're living in the United States of America. Where the hell is the FBI? Where the hell is the DOJ? Well, we all know where they're at and who they're after. You know, because Trump supporters are a threat. Give me a damn break. Excuse my French. I'm just so ticked off about this. But we do. We have, there's not the proper vetting going on at our border. And if we've got that many gotaways, how many terrorists? I mean, we don't have to look too far behind us to see what terrorists did on September 11th. And here we are, open as all get out. And congressional people are very upset. I think a lot of the American people are. Now, here is a warning. And I'm going to, again, it doesn't mean I agree with it or I'm saying it's going to happen. God, I pray not. But I just think it's interesting. And I'm going to let you guys take it and figure out what you think about it. But here is Laura Loomer's tweet that she tweeted out on October 8th. She says, stay out of major cities. I agree with her wholeheartedly, especially in light of what's going on that statement. And she says there's going to be massive terrorist attacks in big cities over the next 14 months. We have been infiltrated, our borders are open, and the push to create a global caliphate has been activated. You don't want to be in major cities. Stay away. That's her warning, right? Now, do I think it's a possibility that we could have our big cities attacked similar? Well, yeah, I absolutely do. Why? Well, because our border is open, they're not being vetted, and these terrorists have done similar things in the United States of America. Why would we just suddenly turn a blind eye to it if there's still a threat and active today? And on top of it, we are also getting threats from Iraqi forces who have just issued the United States of America a warning. I mean, this is looking more like World War III every day, but take a look here. The Gateway Pundit, it begins, Iraqi forces issue stark warning. U.S. will become a legitimate target if it intervenes in Palestine. And this is according to a meeting that was recently held with the Iraqi tribal leaders. Hadid al-Amari, right, is the one who kind of issued the warning there to the United States of America. That is not good. Not good. You know, obviously it's a lot to take in, and I get that, but nobody knows the future and what the future holds. But I think we all need to be on it, be on caution, be on alert. And if you can stay out of the big cities, I would stay out of the big cities. I personally will not be going into any of the big cities unless I absolutely have to. And I'm talking about the major ones all across the globe. But you never know. I mean, that's just the idea. Nobody knows what will actually happen, if it'll actually happen. But tensions are rising, folks. And what I really fear most, and this is a legitimate fear, is, you know, some kind of union between Iraq, maybe even Iran and China and Russia and North Korea, and they kick it off with some kind of terrorist threat or whatever. And God, I hope nothing like that ever happens. We just don't know. I just feel tensions rising all over the globe. And I would encourage you guys, you know, pray for anyone who is impacted by any of these wars, who are innocent victims in these wars, because they are savages, what they have done to these Israeli men and women and children, even the disturbing part that they're going after the children and the women. It's sick. I mean, war is an ugly thing. Let's just throw that out there, and nobody wants it. Anyhow, I'd love to get your thoughts, comments, and concerns. I really would like to know how you feel about all of this. But thank you for listening. I'm Lisa Haven signing out.